So am I right assuming that in your company there is also a lead generation activity that brings you some quality leads, and you continuously work on this department, let's say?
Yeah, that's true, and I should admit that in this activity we should be doing a pivot every few months because everything is changing, in particular in the tech field, too rapidly. Too many limitations, too many companies which do alike thing, and you need to differentiate yourself in this market.
Good. So we take technology aside and we look at outbound marketing overall. And my assumption is that, well, you cannot do good outbound marketing, especially if it's somewhere near shore, put like the team is doing that for you, without the proper creative approach. So what do you think, or how capable Ukrainians, or let's say other nations, might be in providing both parts of the service, not only the mechanical, when you gather the leads, you like nurture the accounts that the client needs to approach, but also coming up with some creatives that will actually catch an eye and establish a conversation and maybe convert this particular lead into something that is called prospect or whatever.
I would say this is a specific role which should be defined from the very start, that there should be a person responsible for creative copywriting, for creative approaching all the leads. You can't put this task on a common lead gen or a sales specialist. It's just not their responsibility to come up with creative approaches. But as long as there are many startups in Ukraine who are already very creative in the way they come up with ideas. There are lots of creative people in Ukraine who are able to take on this task and be on top of copywriting, creative marketing and so on. And I believe in our company we have enough cases to show how we did that for ourselves, how we approached from what side, and how cost effective it was, because what we do, we always focus on the expenses and ROI of the project. We don't have huge budgets, but at the same time we're able to catch the needed audience for the needed cost.
The question then arises, and I'm pretty sure many listeners might be doubting about that. So, okay, I take a team somewhere in Eastern Europe, but my target clients are, let's say, in the US or in France, or maybe Nordic countries of Europe, or maybe Asia. How confident can I be about the team for outbound marketing that I placed somewhere near shore, that they not only do the mechanics, which is clear, it can be done from any part of the world, but also they can feel the pain points of my clients, potential clients. They can push these pain points through the pitch message, and they can come up with a creative that actually will convert this proper sales funnel for the outbound marketing team. How likely this may happen somewhere near shore and not at the headquarters of the client?
Well, we had the cases when we had to approach not similar to us nations like Japan in our own company, and I wouldn't say that it's easy to find the proper person who would stop that everything, and who would have that feeling of culture fit and understanding of the business culture in that another country. But it is possible as long as you have time and you are ready to invest in your team, which would be working not for a month but for a long time. It would be very possible to hire the person who had actual experience in working in that country, in that target country, the person who lived there for some while. At the same time, in Ukraine here we have lots of linguistic universities whose graduates travel around the world and live for several years or months in other countries and actually go in some kind of practice there, and they are able to give this expertise to lead gen or marketing and so on. But I shouldn't be too optimistic about this, it won't be, in my opinion, it won't be possible to build such a team which would be targeting like 7 or even 5 locations in a month or two. It's something you should have time to invest, to pre-screen these candidates and to build this team step by step, not at once and in 1 month.